Let's play some volleyball. Wymera with that jump serve with hers. Right at number 8, Bailey Templeman. Kill attempt by University, dug out by Adriana Rios. Maggie Smith goes for the kill. Played well by the Bulldogs. They'll have to go back row deep. Wymera with the hit. Barrera over to Smith. She goes for the tip. Diving effort for the Bulldogs. Gets there. Wymera back over to Sharp on the kill attempt. No good. We're going to call a double on the Bulldogs. 1-0 Platte Valley leads here in Kersey. 5'2", Wymera with that jump serve. Straight at the libero, number 7, Kaylee Yaste. Have to be a back row kill attempt again. Wymera mishandles it a little bit. Rio sets up Sharp. Blocked at the net. She hits it right back over. This kill attempt by number 12, Araceli Hernandez, is good. We'll give her the kill. Smith goes diving for it right in front of the Broncos bench. No good. Now up at the service line for the Bulldogs, number 12, Araceli Hernandez. Right at Maggie Smith. Service return good. She gets the set and the kill attempt blocked. That's Michaela Bauer. One other running mate missed the number. Wymera setting up Sharp. She tries to go deep and it'll be just out. (3-1) Bulldogs lead here early in Kersey. That'll be another point for the Bulldogs. That one falls. University on an early run. Broncos got to focus in on volleyball here. Still at the line. Araceli Hernandez. Right at Rios. Service return good. Wymera to Smith up the middle. She hits it long too. A little bit of a different rotation, it looks like, from Coach Jared Rudiger here early on. Smith normally an outside hitter or playing in the back row, and Rios is up there, but not the case this evening. Right at Rios in the back row. Service return good. Wymera tried to tip it over, had the Bulldogs scrambling. They do recover, good scramble. Reiner up the middle, handled well by number 5, Abby Schaefer. That'll be Araceli on the hit over. Wymera to Smith. There's a kill for Smith. That'll be her first of the evening. That'll cut the lead. 5-2, University leads early on. And that'll be Smith at the service line. Right at the libero, number 7, Kaylee Yaste. She hits it out. 3-5 the score here in Kersey. Broncos trail by 2. Smith on the service line. It's a great serve, but it does clear back over. Oh, that'll be trouble for the Broncos. Smith with a great serve. And Kaylee Yates goes diving for it, gets just enough of it, and it ends up hitting in a bad spot for the Broncos. And number 4, Michaela Bauer now on the service line for the Bulldogs. Wymera with the tip over to Rio. She tips it over too, trying to get past those blockers. It clears. No good. That'll be out. Look like number 4, Michaela Bauer on the kill attempt. Hits it out. Service line for the Broncos, number 66, senior Jasmine Barrera. As the Broncos trail by 2 here early on, 4-6. The Broncos trying some short serves, and it's trouble. They do get it over. That's a great scramble by University. Great scramble by University. And they're just hitting spots right now. The Broncos are doing everything they want to. They're just University just a little bit better right now. At the service line, number 7, Kaylee Yates, the libero for University. She hits it right at Rios. Rios to Wymera. Wymera back over. Out is the call. Looked like there could have been a tip there. No call. University leads 8-4 here early in the first set. Right at Smith. Service return good. Weimar up the middle. Zank. She hits it long too. We saw University with that first big block early on, and now the girls looks like they're trying to get it above them, and in doing so, hitting it a little too far. 4-9 the score. University leads. Smith to Weimar. Weimar to Sharp. And University on the scramble again. Will handle it. Weimar over to Rios. Blocked. Broncos scrambling now, and they get it over. Right at number 11, Katie Potter. Blocked by Zank in the net. No, excuse me. 4 hits the call on University. We saw Annika Zank last week against the Frontier Wolverines have a big game with blocks. Starting early here, number 13, Michaela Hill on the service line. Good serve back. Deep row, that'll set up number 11, Katie Potter on the kill attempt. She hits it too far. I think it's something in the air. The Bulldogs lead 9-6. Michaela Hill go cross court at number 8, Bailey Templeman. That's trouble for the Bulldogs. 4 hits again as they fail to get it over. Head coach Lindsey Brown getting on Templeman after that one. 7-9 the score. Michaela Hill goes for the drop serve and it works. Blocked at the net. No, they're going to say 4 again. So that's 3 in a row for the Bulldogs, and that cuts the lead to 1. 9-8 the score. University leads. Michaela Hill right at Bailey Templeman. Back row hit by University. Weimar over to Rios. Blocked. And the Broncos will handle it. Zank up the middle. Tries a little bit of a tip back to the far side. Didn't work. Both teams playing well here early on. Rios with the kill. Handled by number 4, Michaela Bauer. Back and forth, the best volley of the evening. That hit a banner up top. Weimar does her best just to get it over. It works out. Both teams by far the best volley as Rios goes for the kill attempt. University scrambling. Number 8. Great hit by Bailey Templeman, but it's out and the Broncos win it. That's a big momentum switch changer right there. 9-9 the score. Michaela Hill on the service line. She keeps going right back at number 8, Bailey Templeman. Big hit. Barrera handles it. Smith gets over there. The Broncos will handle it. Scrambling back. Number 6, excuse me. Abby Schaefer will call it with the tip over. University trying to get that tip going now instead of hitting it right at those Broncos of Zank in the middle. Back row set to Smith. And University will do what they can just to get that one back over. On the tandem, Rios trying to find that corner, and she just missed it wide. We've seen Platte Valley go with that tandem a couple of times here in the past couple of games, and it's been working. Not that time. Rios just misses the spot. Now at the service line, number 8, Bailey Templeman. Right at Barrera. Barrera shanks it a little bit. They're doing their best just to get it back over, and they do. Both teams playing a little bit sloppy, and that'll be out. A little bit of nerves, a little bit of energy going on early here. Both teams not the best volleyball, and they know it. Now at the service line, number 3, Adriana Rios. Goes right at the libero, number 7, Kaylee Yates. Big hit. Barrera handles it again. She's been playing well lately. Weimar going back. That'll be number 11, Katie Potter, and she hits another one out. 11-10 Broncos lead. In the net, the call. They'll get number 4, Michaela Bauer. Rios at the service line. Wymera to Zank. That'll be a kill for Zank. At the net, the Bulldogs blocked it a little bit, but it'll fall. 13-10 Broncos lead, biggest lead of the evening as Rio steps back to the service line. Bullet serve right at Bailey Templeman. That'll be number 12, Araceli Hernandez on the big hit. Wymera goes with the tip over. In is the call. Number 6, Abby Schaefer. Smith with the big kill going back. Excuse me, number 5 looks to be Abby Schaefer. Number 6, I am not sure. They're not on the roster. Nonetheless, the Broncos lead 14-11. Annika Zank behind the service line. And her first serve goes out. Coach Rudiger gives a little shake of the head at his freshman. He grabs her as she goes out and has a word, giving some instruction. Katie Potter for University serves it over. Service return good. Wymera to Reiner on the slide. Kill. In the net will be number 12, Araceli Hernandez. Back to the beginning, Maddie Wymera at the service line. Her jump serve right at Araceli. She'll get it again. Right, Rio service return good. Reinert up the middle with the kill attempt, handled by the Bulldogs. Barrera setting up Wymera over to Smith. That'll fall. There's another kill for Maggie. That'll force a timeout by Lindsey Brown of the Bulldogs. 16-12, the Broncos lead here in the first set. With this team and the 3-0 sweep last time they played doesn't show up, but they played well in that game as well. So to come out here early on with the 16-12 lead, and Wymera at the service line. Wymera to Sharp. Abby Schaefer on the back row hit. Wymera to Reiner. That'll fall. There's a kill for JC. The sophomore J.C. Reiner with the kill. Broncos open the gap, 17-12. They lead. That'll be Michaela Bauer with the kill. And just like that, thought Platte Valley was going to start running away with it for a little bit. Straight back over to University. Wymera over to Sharp. Great hit location. Smith tips it deep. That'll get him. That's a heads-up play by the senior. Just pushing that ball into the back row down the line. 18-13, Broncos lead. Smith with the serve. Right at Michaela Bauer. Araceli Hernandez on the back row hit. Wymera over to Rios. Blocked. She's had a couple of those blocked early on. And she's probably the Broncos' best outside hitter. As Coach Ruder comes over here, gives her a high five. She's hitting the ball hard, just right at the blockers of University. Michaela Bauer with the serve, right at Barrera. Wymera over to Rios. That time she does get the kill. She went a little bit higher, took a little bit off, found her spot. That'll give the ball back over to the Broncos. Broncos lead 19-14. Barrera at the service line. Nice little serve over for the Broncos. Rios on the kill attempt. Great diving play by Michaela Bauer. But they're going to say in the net, I believe. 2014 Broncos lead. Barrera with the serve. She missed that one by a mile. Coach Rudiger's laughing, points at her, and the Broncos still in a good mood, good spirit here. As you see Smith and Barrera joking about it afterwards. Kaylee Yates, the libero for University on the serve. That'll be Katie Potter on the hit over. Kylie Sharp tries to go back row. Handled by University. Number 8, Bailey Templeman on the kill attempt. Dug out by Barrera. Over to Rios. She hits it too far. And we saw that early on in this game as well. She was trying to avoid those blockers, and she's been missing them along a little bit. The Broncos lead cut to 4, 20-16 the score. Kaylee Yates with the serve. Smith didn't move her feet. Couldn't quite get there. That'll be an ace for the Bulldogs. 20-17 the score. So just when we thought Platte Valley was getting ready to run away with it, but we've got a good one. University Bulldogs and the Platte Valley Broncos. Broncos lead 20-17. Bulldogs on a little bit of a run. Kaylee Yates with the serve right at Smith. Wymera to Rios. Blocked again. She hits it right back over. Yates gets there. And then the Broncos return the favor with the block. Point awarded to the Broncos. 21-17 the score. Broncos lead. Into the game, freshman number 13, Michaela Hill on the serve. Right at Bailey Templeman. And again, we don't have number 6. Look down at the JV roster and they say that's, as you see, a great block by Zank. You look over number 6 for the Bulldogs. Abby Schaefer on the JV, and then not one listed on the varsity. But anyways, Katie Potter with the kill attempt. Great dig by Smith. Missed the call. Looked like it might have been in the net. 22-18, Broncos lead. Bailey Templeman on the serve right at Michaela Hill. Wymera with the tip over to Rios. She gets the kill. Oh, in the net the call. They called Rios for being in the net. So that'll negate the kill. And the Bulldogs unable to do anything with it. Hand it right back over. 23-19 Broncos lead. Timeout by Lindsey Brown and the Bulldogs. Do what we do. And thank you for joining us on the NFHSnetwork.com. Adriana Rios with the serve, trying to close this thing out. Service return good to Araceli Hernandez, hits it over. Wymera over to Smith, blocked, but it'll go out. 24-19, this will be match point. Have to be a back row hit by Araceli, right at Barrera, handles it. Wymera setting up Zank. She goes with a little two-hand tip. Gets it over. Katie Potter with the kill. Barrera tried to slide over in front of it. Potter got the best of that one. 24-20, Broncos lead. Right at Michaela Hill, service return good. Wymera trying to twist her body to get over there. And Maggie Smith with the kill. The Broncos win the first one 25-20. Hernandez right at Rios. Wymera the set. Sharp has two-hand. Set that over. Back row set by Hernandez. Wymera to Smith. Smith hits it out. No tip. And University takes the first point. 1-0. They lead. Right at Rios again. Wymera to Reinert. Great job of getting that set up. Forcing University into just getting it over. Wymera the set over to Smith. She goes for a tip. Blocked up front by number 13, Stefania Pumfrill. However, the block goes right off her fingertips and right backwards, and it'll fall. Score tied 1-1. Smith line drive right over the net, serve. Michaela Bauer back over to Smith. Wymera to Sharp. Misplayed by Stefania. Little bit of frustration for the Bulldogs. 2-1 Broncos lead. Maggie Smith on the serve. Kaylee Yates hits it too far. Knocked straight back down by Reinert. University trying to hit it deep. No good. In comes Rios with the tip. That'll count for the kill. The Broncos look crisp here in the second set. They take a 3-1 lead. Smith, Kaylee Yates, the return, good. Back row set to Araceli Hernandez. Wymera running over that. That'll be a back row set to Smith. Right at Hernandez. Quick tip works out for the Bulldogs. That's a great play. Abby Schaefer and the Bulldogs. Michaela Bauer on the serve for the Bulldogs. They trail 2-3. Bauer right at Barrera. Maddie Wymera setting up Kylie Sharp. That'll be a kill. She found that back corner spot. She took advantage of it. Broncos lead 4-2. Jasmine Barrera on the serve. Oh, misplayed, miscommunication. Michaela Bauer, number 6 of the Bulldogs. Broncos lead 5-2 early in the second set. Jasmine Barrera right at Kaylee Yates. Michaela Bauer over to Bailey Templeman. Wymera setting up Rios. She goes for the little tip again. Bauer's there. Miscommunication. She hit that right where she thought Stefania Pumfrill was going to be. She wasn't there. And you can sense a little bit of momentum heading towards the Broncos as Lindsey Brown, the head coach of the University Bulldogs, takes timeout. After that timeout, Jasmine Barrera on the serve for the Broncos. And with that serve, right at Kaylee Yates. Kaylee Yates goes diving, good dig. Stefania Pumfrill blocked at the net. Yates just gets it over. Barrera setting up Rios. Good swing, handled well by Kaylee Yates. Bailey Templeman on the kill attempt, blocked straight up by Zank. Wymera setting up Rios. Oh, that's just a mental error by Rios. She couldn't decide if she wanted to swing at it or tip it over, so she decided to do neither of them. Number 7, Kaylee Yates, the libero for the Bulldogs on the serve. Rios. Wymera back to Rios, blocked at the net by the Bulldogs. Wymera setting up Zank up the middle. There's a kill. Annika Zank, the freshman. That's a big kill right up the middle. Great set by fellow freshman Maddie Wymera. And let's just keep the freshman trend going on the line for the serve freshman Michaela Hill. Broncos lead 7-3. blocked at the net again. Zank doing some damage in there. Broncos will get that back over. Katie Potter, miscommunication by the Broncos. Michaela Hill misses the slide over, and Katie Potter will get the kill. Man, she hits that thing hard. Accuracy seems to be a little bit of the problem for Potter. Bailey Templeman behind the service line for the Bulldogs. They trail 4-7. A little bit of a floating serve. Barrera gets there. Wymera setting up Zank. Handled well by Kaylee Yeast. Araceli Hernandez with the kill. Bulldogs gaining some momentum here. They cut the lead to 2, 7-5 the score. Broncos ahead. Bailey Templeman at the line. There's another little floating serve. Barrera gets there. Wymera back set over to Rio. She goes with the tip. Kaylee Yates is there. Out is the call. Barrera diving matrix style to get out of the way of that one. 8-5 Broncos lead as Rios steps back for the serve. Bauer to Templeman on the back. That hits the net and goes over. Lindsey Brown saying, "We will take it." Coach Rudiger comes flying off the bench, pleading his team to play some defense. He says he can sense the momentum swinging to the Bulldogs. Abby Schaefer on the serve. Wymera, the set to Smith, blocked to the net. That's a big block by Katie Potter and Michaela Bauer. Eight to 7, the lead one for the Broncos. Abby Schaefer on the serve, right at freshman Michaela Hill. Wymera to Zank. She goes deep with it. Great play. Got the Bulldogs scrambling. They handle it well. Hernandez on the kill attempt. Wymera to Zank. That'll do it. There's a kill. That's another one for Zank. She's playing very well here for the Broncos. Out goes Zank. In comes Mackenzie Johnson on the serve. Coach Rudiger using a lot of freshmen in his rotation with that great balance of freshmen and seniors that he has. Wymera over to senior Maggie Smith. Got the block on that one, but it'll go through it. Hernandez on the kill attempt. Rios gets the return to Reinert. Hits it over. Kaylee Yates. Back and forth, quick back and forth. Wymera caught him sleeping. Wymera caught him sleeping. Great play by the freshman. And Broncos have extended their lead 10-7. Mackenzie Johnson on the serve, right at Kaylee Yates. That'll be a set to Katie Potter. She hits it into the net. Oh, they say that Broncos tipped it. Wymera over to Smith. No one got a hold of that one. There's a kill for Smith. (11-7) the score in favor of Platte Valley. Mackenzie Johnson still serving. That'll hit the net and go over. Michaela Bauer on the kill attempt. Scramble by the Broncos gets it done. They get it back over. Yates to Potter, and then we talked about that accuracy problem, and she hits it out. Broncos on a run here, 12-7. Johnson on the serve. Right at Yates. Over to Araceli Hernandez. She drills it, but it'll be out. 13-7, Broncos lead. And they're starting to sense this. This is right there in front of them. Oh, and I jinxed her. Mackenzie Johnson, the freshman, been serving great. Steps up and hits that one about 3 feet out. 13-8 the score, Broncos lead. Katie Potter on the serve. Right at Rios. Service return good. Wymera to Reinert. She has to adjust midair, a little bit off by Wymera. She gets it over nonetheless. Great block by the Broncos. That'll be Smith. She's all excited after that one. Most importantly, that'll get the Broncos back to serve. And number 5, Maddie Wymera with her jump serve coming up. Diving attempt. She aces them. An ace for Wymera. Kaylee Yates went diving for it, just not enough. 15-8, Platte Valley leads. Wymera jump serve. She goes right back to the same spot, handled by the Bulldogs this time. That won't go over. Stefania Pumfrill. No good. Back here in Kersey, Colorado, the big blue house of the Platte Valley Broncos. We got a good matchup here on a Monday night between the Broncos and the Bulldogs. And Wymera on the jump serve. We'll get right back into the action. Abby Schaefer trying to catch the Broncos sleeping. No good. Wymera to Smith. Great kill. Wymera to Smith. She's flying here this evening. She's filling her oats. 17-8, Broncos lead. That's not what you wanted if you're Lindsey Brown coming out of that timeout. Schaefer over to Araceli Hernandez, and that'll fly out. Broncos lead 18-8. Wymera getting right back at it. Jump serve. She's going to get another ace. There's another ace for Wymera, and the Broncos are rolling. They just took all of the life out of this Bulldog team. As soon as that whistle's blown, Wymera's getting right back at it with that jump serve. Templeman steps in front, takes out with Michaela Bauer. That's a big kill. That's a big kill to stop the run for the Broncos. 19-9, Broncos lead. Araceli Hernandez will step back behind the line for the Bulldogs. See if they can get something going here in the second set. Right at Rio. Service return good. Wymera up the middle to Smith. There's another kill. She's got 6 on the evenings, what I have her for. Of course, that's not official. But she'll step back behind the line. 20-9. Broncos have busted this one wide open. University scrambling just to get it over. They do so. Wymera to Rios. Blocked at the net by Stefania Pumfrill, as well as Bailey Templeman. 20-10. The score, Broncos lead. Michaela Bauer on the serve for the Bulldogs. She hits it right at Rio. Service return good. Wymera back across the sharp. Handled by the Bulldogs. That'll be Bailey Templeman getting it over. Rios diving over there to take care of that one. Sharp again. There she gets a kill. Kylie Sharp. There's her second of the evening. 21-10. Broncos lead. 11-point lead as Barrera steps behind the service line. Oh, that lace. That had just enough spin on it to get over. Just how you drew it up. Nonetheless, she aces them. 22-10 the score. This is some of the best volleyball Platte Valley's played all year, and it's coming at a good time. Oh, as I say that, I jinx them again. Michaela Bauer with the quick tip over. Well played. Kaylee Yates, the libero for the Bulldogs, on the serve. 22-11. Broncos lead right at Smith. Wymera setting up Rios. Good kill attempt. Michaela Bauer handles it well. Bailey Templeman will hit it over. Smith there again with the dig. Zank up the middle. Zank up the middle. Diving effort by the Broncos. Look like Rios and Barrera landing on each other over here. They come up with smiles on their face. 22-12. University trying to make a late rally. Rios. Wymera. Sharp gets it over on the kill attempt. That'll be Bailey Templeman going back. She hits it out. Broncos lead 23-12. Freshman Michaela Hill, who served well so far this evening, steps behind the line. She hits it right at Kaylee Yates. Bauer over to Katie Potter. That'll be in. She does hit that line. It's one of the better hits we've seen by Potter this evening. Bailey Templeman getting ready to serve for the Bulldogs. She hits it right at Barrero. Wymera setting up Rios. Kill for Rios. Game point here in Kersey. 24-13, Platte Valley leads. Rios kind of just hits it over, ensuring it gets over Bauer to Araceli Hernandez. She gets the kill. And if you're Platte Valley, you want to close this thing out as quickly as you can. You don't want to give this hungry Bulldog team any hope going forward. Abby Schaefer at the line. Right at Michaela Hill. She handles it well. Wymera setting up Smith. Out is the call. No tip. But man, is Smith getting up there this evening. 24-15, Broncos lead. Hill handles it well again. Zank up the middle. And that'll do it. And we're underway. Smith on the serve. Bailey Templeman for to Abby Schaefer. 70 pump frill just tips that over. Sharp swings hard, blocked at the net by the Bulldogs. Rios with a little bit of a running hook. Handled by the Bulldogs. That'll be a... No, it goes out. Broncos take the lead 1-0 in the third set. Smith on the serve again. Right at Kaylee Yates. Sharp with a little bit of a punch over. I don't know if the sets are just a little bit off or what's going on, but the Broncos not being able to get full swings. And here one comes by Rios. Handled well by Templeman. Bailey Templeman with the kill. That's a great spot. That's a great spot and great execution by the Bulldogs. They need more of that if they want to play here tonight with this Broncos team. Araceli Hernandez at the line for the Bulldogs. Jump serve right at Barrero. Wymera over to Rios. Oh, that's, what are they going to call in the net on the Bulldogs? Michaela Bauer. Broncos lead 2-1. Again, the Broncos on the verge of giving the Bulldogs only their second loss of the year. Barrera on the serve. Araceli Hernandez on the back row hit. Barrera running up. Smith will return the favor from the back row. Schaefer over to Stefania. Right at Smith. She handles it again. Rios. Again, the set's a little bit off by Wymera. Oh, great diving play by Barrera. There's a kill for Kylie Sharp. That's her third of the evening. Broncos lead 3-1 over the University Bulldogs. Jasmine Barrera serves it over. And the Bulldogs do scramble and get it over. Zank to Wymera, back to Zank, blocked. Blocked by the Bulldogs. Sharp had a shot at it. It goes flying off into the crowd. Michaela Bauer serving for the Bulldogs. Smith, service return good. Wymera over to Rios. She finally gets a good set and hits it out. 3-2 the score. Excuse me, 3-3. It's all tied up now. As Bauer serves, she serves it out on the far side of the court. Now the Broncos lead 4-3. Michaela Hill stepping back behind the service line. Araceli Hernandez over to Bauer. Templeman with the tip. Smith back row hit. Bauer to number 6. Zank will go back corner. Good idea. Way to clear it. Smart by the freshman. Blocked at the net. Waimara to Rios. That one's blocked by the Bulldogs. Pereira back row to Smith. That's a good hit from the back row by Maggie, who's been playing well this evening. Miscommunication. Stefania hits that into the net. Broncos lead 5-3. Michaela Hill into the game on the serve. She tries to go cross court that she's been doing all night, and she just misses that one. 5-4, Broncos lead. Waimara to Rios up the middle, tandem, that'll fall. That's a kill for Rios. That's a great play by the Broncos. Zank sliding over and being a little bit of a diversion, and then Rios coming in and finishing it. Right at Kaylee Yates. Katie Potter goes with the tip this time. That's a little accurate. Smith hitting the ball hard. Handled by the Broncos. Bauer hits it over. Waimara back over. Bad set. That's a bad set by Waimara. You don't hear that very often. Anyways, that'll be a point for the Bulldogs. 6-5. Platte Valley leads. Bailey Templeman on the serve. Right at Rio. Service return good. Waimara over to Smith. There's a kill. And that's the kind of set we're used to seeing by Waimara. And Maggie finishes it again. I have her down for 7 kills this evening. Again, those aren't official. However, she's been playing very well for the Broncos. 7-5 Broncos lead. Neither team gaining any ground. Right at Bailey Templeman. The Bulldogs get it over. Arb hits it straight back over. Number 8, Taylor Arb checking into the game. Katie Potter. There's a little bit of that accuracy problem we talked about. That's out again. 8-5 Broncos lead. Mackenzie Johnson serving for the Broncos. Look like, oh, great block by the Broncos. That'll be Smith again. Smith and Arb. That's 2 for Smith this evening as she gives the number 2 to her teammates. And we talked about Smith normally not playing up on that front row. She's doing a very good job here this evening. Bauer over to Araceli Hernandez, straight into the net. And the Broncos gaining momentum again. Timeout, Lindsey Brown and the Bull Broncos again. And what a serve it is. She aces the Bulldogs. Had a lot of good serving by freshmen this evening as we see Michaela Hill, Mackenzie Johnson serving now. And then Waimara with her jump serve. They've been handling it for the Broncos. Araceli Hernandez hits it over. Waimara up the middle. Arb will get, out is the call. Looked like it might have been tipped. However, no call. 11-6 the score. Broncos lead. Abby Schaefer doing the service duties for the Bulldogs. Right at Rio, service return good. Waimara had to run to get there. She gets there. Smith with the kill. There's another one for Smith. I have her down for 8. 12-6 the score. Broncos leading. There's one of those freshmen with the serves. Wymera. Good serve, Araceli Hernandez. That'll be straight into the net by Bauer. Broncos will get the point. Starting to pull away, separate themselves here this evening. Wymera with the jump serve. Right over Kaylee Yaste. Abby Schaefer set him up. Hernandez blocked to the net by Sharp, a solo block. Hernandez again go with the tip. Didn't get enough of it. Another point for the Broncos. 14-6 the score. Wymera on the serve. She goes cross court. Kaylee Ace handled it. Hernandez. Diving attempt by Barrera. Too hot to handle. He goes flying back into the stands. 14-7 the score. Broncos lead as Katie Potter steps back behind the service line. She hits it off of her foot, slips away from her, but here we get going, and she hits it square into the net. That's an easy point for the Broncos. 15-7 Broncos lead. Maggie Smith on the serve. She goes a little bit of a drop serve. Hernandez gets there. Templeman hit it from the back row. Good hit back. Rios on the kill attempt. Kaylee Ace handled it. Abby Schaefer will be in the net. No, excuse me, a double is the call. Smith still serving. Broncos starting to pull away. 16-7 Broncos lead. Smith on the serve. Michaela Bauer on the kill attempt. No good. Handled by the Broncos. Wymera to Sharp. Blocked at the net. Broncos do get it over. That's a great scramble. That's a great scramble by the Broncos. Hernandez with the kill attempt, and that'll fall. You hate to see that one go after that great scramble. However, Broncos up similar to the last game. 16-8 the score. Araceli Hernandez on the serve for the Bulldogs. Right at Jasmine Barrera. Service return good. Oh, there's another mental error by Rios. With the tip, doesn't go over. She missed it. Missed it by just a little bit. 16-9 the score. So they go right back at Rio. Service return good. Kylie Sharp on the kill attempt. Hits it back row. Kaylee Ace handles it. That'll be out. Bailey Templeman hits that one well out of bounds. Jasmine Barrera with the service duties for the Broncos. Right at Hernandez. Schaefer to, Michaela Bauer tried with the tip, blocked by the Broncos. It rolls right along the net and drops on the Broncos side. 17-10 the score. Michaela Bauer now serving for the Bulldogs. Right at Rio. Service return good. She wants it right back up the middle. She gets it with the kill. She set that one up from the beginning. 5 kills for Rios. The Broncos lead 18-10. Timeout in the league. Their one loss coming to their Eaton Reds. That'll change after this evening. As the Broncos lead 2-0, and they have a demanding 18-10 lead early on here. Rios with the tip. She shakes her head. Can't believe that one worked. She's starting to give Maggie Smith a little bit of a run for her money for the kills leader this evening. Freshman Michaela Hill on the serve. Right at Hernandez. Bauer, quick tip over. Wymera, all 5'2" of her, gets up to try and save that one. She does so, but didn't give Zink a very good chance of getting that back over. Zink tried to go with the overhand kill attempt. Should have just probably knocked that one over. 19-11 though. Platte Valley leads. Right at Barrera. Service return good. Wymera to Rios. Into the net. Kaylee Yaste serving for the University Bulldogs. And she'll go right at Michaela Hill. Savvy move by the freshman. We talked about it a little bit earlier. The Broncos got that good balance of freshmen and seniors. And you'll see now Coach Rudiger moving into his bench as into the game comes number 1, Bailey Gutierrez. Rios will go out of the game. Gutierrez with the cross-court serve. Looks like Michaela Bauer with the set. Number 6 gets the kill. 20-13 the score here in the third set. Bailey Templeman on the serve at Michaela Hill. Service is turned good. Wymera over to Smith. Blocked at the net by Katie Potter and company. Broncos get their credit to Barrera on that diving attempt. Templeman will just hit it over. Rios to Wymera. Setting up Zank on the slide kill. Handled by the Bulldogs. Big swing by Araceli Hernandez. Wymera sliding over. Zank just hits it deep. Wymera smiling as she comes running back onto the court. It's a good volley by both teams. Here comes Smith. University not going to get it over. It's her 9th kill of the evening. Maggie Smith playing lights out. Mackenzie Johnson serving for the Broncos, trying to close this one out. 21-13 they lead. And she aces up. Smiles all around here. Coach Rudiger not showing it yet, but he's got to be ecstatic with the way his team's played this evening. 22-13. Bauer to Potter up the middle, blocked. Smith and Arb. Michaela Hill to Wymera. She goes with the quick tip. She's getting fancy with it. Didn't work out as University saw it coming. Smith. Oh, she misses it out. That was. Point goes to the Bulldogs. Abby Schaefer getting ready to serve. Bulldogs trail 14-22. Abby Schaefer. Rio service return good. Smith with the kill attempt. She bullets it in there. Good job, Kaylee Yaste. Wymera Arb up the middle. Blocked to the net by Bauer. She powers it through. Hernandez goes deep. Wymera to Smith. That'll be a double hit by the Bulldogs. That's some great play by the Broncos. Wymera stepping behind the service line, trying to finish this one off for the Broncos as they lead 23-14. She can do it with that jump serve of hers. It floats over. Didn't look like she got the best of that one. Nonetheless, Bauer right at Barrera. She's played well again. Normally when you're not calling the libero's name a lot, she's doing her job. Hernandez right at Barrera again. Wymera to Sharp. That'll fall. There's a kill for Sharp. Kylie Sharp, that's her 4th on the evening. Game point, match point. Wymera, jump serve. There's a better serve right at Hernandez. Abby Schaefer setting up Michaela Bauer. Wymera will handle it. Barrera setting up Smith. She'll tip it over. University gets it. They just do get it back over. Wymera with the set over to Smith. It did fit her. That'll do it. That's the way to end it. With their 10th kill of the evening. Big win for the Broncos here this evening. That'll do it here in Platte Valley. 25-14, the final. They win it in 3. The Broncos do 25-20, 25-15, and 25-14. The Broncos will move to 14-4. And the University Bulldogs will fall to 10-2, 8-2 in the league. Thank you for joining us here this evening on the NFHSnetwork.com. We will see you soon.